Hello, my name is Sayed. Today we are going to present a presentation for our subject Business Cooperation and Law with my group members Santosh, Sunita, Imraj, Pinky and Munish. The first case is about the transfer of property between a grandmother and granddaughter. The second case is about partnership between Lucy, Seamus and Co. I am going to speak about the part 1 where the issue is that the contract is legal or illegal between the grandmother and granddaughter. Then we have to give the advice to the grandmother. The rules for that case is dross, undue influence and consignable conduct. The rules say that the dross, where a person is forced to enter in a contract by threaten, and undue influence, where a third party is not willing to enter into the contract, but is made forced to enter into a contract, and the unconsignable conduct, that where the party do not have any information about the contract, that what is ongoing, because such information is hide by the third party. If all of these things will be present into this case, then this contract will be void. The application and the conclusion will be elaborated by my next group fellow member, Santosh.
Hello, I am Santosh, and my friend have already explained about the rules and everything of the case. I'm here to detail about the application and the conclusion about the case. So, observing this case, there is sufficient basis that this transaction is infected by undue influence, keeping in view that the circumstances under which the agreement has been signed. There is influence of a daughter who manipulated her mother with respect and affection in order to make this contract happen. This case can be related to loud and deep rose, where the emotional dependence of an older person can be described as a special disadvantage. Some of the examples of the special disadvantage can be described as the poverty or need of any particular type, advanced age, sickness, infirmity of mind or body, or lack of education or illiteracy, drunkenness, or lack of explanation or assistance, where such explanation or assistance is necessary. For instance, the older person and an adult member of the family meet on unequal terms, and the adult member of the family takes advantage of their position for the purpose of achieving a benefit in the form of improvident transaction. By relying on the principle that have been observed, it is possible for a grandmother to avoid this transaction on the grounds of unconscionability. The remedy that is available in such case is the rescission of the contract. This is all in the part 1. Hence, the unasked grandmother, she can decide to either continue the contract or to disregard this contract, because this contract is voidable. And our friends over here, they will be discussing about the part 2 issue.
Santosh, this is Sunita. Now I will be discussing about the partnership case of Lucy, Seamus and Co. The first issue of the case is to find out whether Seamus, Lucy and Co are holding a partnership or not. In order to decide if they are entered into a partnership, there is a need to present 3 elements. The first one is the carrying on of business in common with a view to make a profit. Hence, it is required that the association should be created for the purpose of carrying a series of actions in common with a view to make a profit, as like in the case of Smith versus Anderson 1880. But it is not necessary that an active part should be taken by all the partners according to the previous similar cases. Therefore, it is concluded that Lucy, Seamus and Co have been performing business in common and for the purpose of making profit. That ultimately shows they are holding a partnership. The second issue of The case is, after assuming that there is a partnership between Lucy, Seamus and Co, it needs to be decided if Lucy and Co can be responsible to contribute in the purpose of right on mower. The remaining part will be discussed by our another member, whose name is Hemraj.
Thank you, Sunita. So in this part, I'll be discussing about if Lucy and Co will be liable for the purchase of the mower. So according to the rule, if one of the partnership member buys the mower without the consent of the other partner member, then all of the member will be liable for the purchase of the mower. So the application here in this section is like one of the member in the partnership for running a business buys a thing or material without the consent of the other partnership members. So if that happens, so all of the partnership member will be liable. So in the conclusion, we can say that all of the partnership member will be liable in this case. So on the second case, we'll be discussing about if Lucy is in the breach of the contract because of the weekend work. So in the rule, in the rule here, we said that there is a fiduciary relationship between all of the members. So the rest of the part will be discussed by my friend Pinky. Thank you.
Thank you, Hemraj. He has discussed about the Lucy breaching her duties as a partner because he was carrying on weekend work. After this, I'm going to continue. Partner should act honestly and in good faith, should avoid any conflicts of interest, should account for any benefits that may be received from the partnership. To conclude, we can say that Lucy can be held responsible for the breach of her duties as a partner. My second issue is if the FastCut is willing to start legal action against Lucyco for ignoring the price of the ride-on mower. And the rule for this is it is easy to find out the names and details of the members regarding individuals who are acting behind the business name. However, the mower information is not available in the case of public company. The reason behind this position is that it is not required by the law for the companies to keep information regarding their members. Therefore, a registered business name is a trading name under which the business is being carried out by a person or persons. Hence, in this case, if FastCut is willing to take legal action against Lucyco for the purpose of recovering the price of the ride on the mower, FastCut can easily find out the persons who are acting behind the business name. Thank you. Further, this part will be discussed by Manish.
Hi, I'm Manish. Thank you, Pinky, for clarifying all the concept. Here, I'm going to discuss about two cases. My first case is in our whole case, the three people are in partnership and partnership agreement, and one of the members, Seamus, dies. So my case is what happens to the partnership business after the death of the Seamus. And the partnership law says that if one person dies, if a partner dies, then the partnership business will come to an end. Otherwise, there should be a preliminary agreement that if one person dies, the partnership business will go on thereafter. But on contrary, in this case, we can't see the Seamus signing any of the agreement which state that the partnership business will go on after the death of the Seamus. So at last, the conclusion is the partnership business will come to an end after the death of the Seamus. And my last case is what happens to the partnership property and who pays the Lucyco, because the Seamus has purchased a lawnmower from Lucyco. So according to Partnership Act, whatever property is purchased for the running partnership business is known as partnership property. And one partner can act on the behalf of other partners to purchase or sell any kind of asset. So here, if Seamus buys the lawnmower, all the members are held responsible. So Lucy and Co. should liquidate the business and sell whatever property they have to pay for the loan of Luceco. So this was our whole case. Thank you, team members, for making this happen. We had a nice journey and hard work, and thank you. Have a good day.